Howdy folks, thanks for tuning in today. Hope y'all are doing okay. So, one of the things that I think a lot of people, especially in the era of COVID and lockdowns and everything else, could have gotten rusty on is the art of staying flexible. The reason I say that is I've kind of seen it as far as being flexible to wear a mask when required by a business or state. I've seen far too many videos of people just losing it. But I'm going to give kind of a case in point for out of what's going on with my family just this weekend, and kind of explain why I think it's important. This weekend in the state of Kentucky is the opening day for modern rifle deer hunting, which in the state of Kentucky, that's like the 4th of July, deer hunting, Thanksgiving, in that order as far as importance. Now, my wife has invited several people down opening day to hunt. A friend of hers from her old job, my brother-in-law, or her brother-in-law's coming down, and someone else, one of her friends is coming down. Now, I had zero involvement in the planning of all this. I had, not to sound mean, but she didn't consult me in the planning of this, which is fine, doesn't bother me. And in all likelihood, once I wake up Saturday afternoon, I'll probably go out and hunt for a little bit. Don't know exactly when though. Also, they offered voluntary overtime at work to come in and help various shifts due to lack of manpower because of COVID. There's a couple things I need to make sure are clear first, but there's a distinct possibility that I'll be going into work Monday night in order to pick up a little extra overtime. My wife, she took a job back in March, and they had kept kind of dangling a promotion over her head. Oh, well, you do this, that, and the other, and you'll get this promotion. And so she was doing nearly supervisor level work, if not some days supervisor level work, at entry level title, responsibilities, and pay. And they kept promising that promotion, and she got tired of waiting. Plus, her job had rotating mandatory overtime, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but they would do it on the weekends quite a bit. And if that happened, it cut into mine and her time to visit. It cut into her time to visit with the kids. So there was definitely a few downsides to it. So she started job hunting. And she found something that is a touch closer to home. They work their overtime through the work week. So like if they need any overtime, you work late on the tail end of your shift and you don't have to come in on a day off. They're guaranteed weekends off, the way I understand it. It's closer to home, better hours through the work week, and better pay. So she quit her job the other week. She starts this one on Tuesday, which part of staying flexible. And the reason why I might end up going to work voluntary overtime on a day that my wife and I are off is for the simple reason that they gave her a tentative start date, which they didn't live up to. It's a brand new factory that she's going to be working at, so they weren't quite done. So they gave her a tentative start date. She quit her job, her old job, because they won't let you work a 2-week quit notice. They, once you announce that you found another job, they let you go. Well, she thought that she would be starting like 4 or 5 days, and so she's like, well, I'll give myself a nice long weekend and go ahead and let them know. Well, she should have waited about 2 weeks. So we've just had a few things come up financially that have been somewhat expensive, so I might end up going and catching a little overtime because it'll be a couple weeks before she gets paid. And I just don't want to make sure I'm behind. I just want to make sure I'm not behind on anything. So I got to make sure that there's a couple other odds and ends cleared this weekend. If they are, I'm probably going to do it. If not, catch the next one. So, all that said, stay flexible, folks. Don't get overly married to, or overly committed to plans. You know, there's a ton of things in life for me that have gone nothing as I planned. And that's counting the big stuff. Not counting the little things where you got a detour on your way into work. Oh, I'm not working my job at work tonight. I'm working someone else's because they had to call in and we're short-staffed. Oh, a dozen other things. That can happen day to day. You know, I had planned on getting to visit with my wife for a few minutes before I had to leave. But short version of the story, she had to be somewhere a little later than expected, and so she was pulling down the driveway as I locked the door. Stay flexible. It didn't bother me. I got to hug my wife before I left. I got to kiss her before I left, and got on the road, and I told her to call me in a little bit. So anyway, that's what I got for today, folks. Y'all stay safe. Thanks for tuning in. Hope y'all have a good one. Catch you next time.